To another video. As you've seen in the title, in today's video I'm going to be breaking down exactly how we managed to catch a 4.78 risk to reward live in front of everyone in the Discord community. So if you were in that live call, you probably would have seen me execute the trade, mark it out beforehand and see my exact thought process. But if you're not in the Discord community, that's why I'm making this video, so I can explain it to you and break down exactly the thought process behind this trade. So let's get onto the charts and have a look. So coming into London session, I knew that price wanted to come up and fill this gap. As you can see, we had a massive weekly opening gap. So on Monday, normally we get gaps up or down, and these are strong magnets that price want to come up and fill. As you can see, we did get a massive fill of this gap. But this was my first initial confluence on why I was looking for long positions. So coming into London, I knew I wanted to look at long positions because of the gap, obviously. And overall, the high time frame aligned for longs as well. Now, there was a short entry model over here that I marked down in front of the Discord community. As you saw here, there was an internal break of structure on the 3 minute time. Let me just turn this magnet off, it's very annoying. On the 3 minute time frame. So if you have a look from this low across, price had broken structure, giving us this protected high. Now, if I wasn't looking for a gap fill, I probably would have executed these shorts live in front of everyone, taking off this rejection candle, targeting these lows here. But I didn't, because I knew that price wanted to come and fill up the gap. So my bias was longs on the day. So all I simply waited for was price to give me a break of structure heading up towards the gap. Now, I know that this was the protected high and this was the most recent break, but we had an internal break of structure over here. If you grab your path tool, you can see over here, very internal, price comes down like this, comes up, comes back down, and we get this internal break of structure. Now, another reason why I was happy to long off this area, and also this is another reason why I took a long before the sweep, is that my stop loss placement of a 4 pip stop loss, which is what we use based on our data collection, was covering both these lows. So as you can see, from where I entered, my 4 pip stop loss would cover if price wanted to come and sweep the protected low as well, or if price wanted to come and sweep this extreme low over here. So either way, even if I entered over here, both lows were covered, which meant if price wanted to come down lower and sweep these levels, I would still be inside the trade. So let's have a look. We'll go on the 1 minute time frame and I'll show you the exact entry I took. As you see, price came up, then we came down with a lot of volume, right? Now imagine the amount of people with short positions over here, shorting off this high. There's a lot of liquidity sitting above these highs. I do have this mark because it was a weak high once we respected this low. Have a look, price broke, came back down. As you saw, price approached the low, but we didn't quite take it. And we got two rejection candles and our diversion set up over here. I teach diversions in my Discord, but all it really means is that price swept on the diversions indicator, but not on the chart. After the two rejections, I was happy to enter a long position because I knew my stop loss would cover both flows in case I wanted to mitigate it. And I also like this position because if price was to hit my stop loss, then we weren't coming for the gap and we're going to come back down to a lower price over here. So I like taking trades from these levels because they're the last levels before order flow switches. So 3 minute break, 3 minute protected low, price came down, he approached it. I let the Discord boys know that I was looking for a possible long, and I was happy to take a position if we didn't sweep the protected low, purely because our stop loss could cover the low. Price swept, I entered a long position. For a few of the other Discord boys also entered a long position based on their own analysis as well. As I say, I just do live calls for educational purposes. These boys saw my markups and they executed their own trades based on what I teach them. Took this position. Most of the boys took profit here for a 3R just to secure a winning for the week. But I had a strong confidence that price was coming for the gap fill. But I didn't want to risk price tapping into the gap and rejecting because it's happened a few times before based on data collection. So I simply targeted the gap, and as you can see, price absolutely flew up, moved to break even around here, and price came up to the gap fill as London opened. As you can see, just before London, price came up, we chilled around London, and then price had a pullback before eventually filling the whole gap. Now, this is exactly how I managed to catch a 4.78 risk to reward, and the boys managed to catch a lot of trades. I think there was like 8 different boys that all took the same trade. So if you guys want to learn what we do, I have a completely free Discord community where you boys can chat with other people in Australia and America that day trade. Or if you want to join the VIP community and learn this exact strategy, check out my Instagram and check out the bio. As I always say, this is educational content, and I just simply show the boys my thought process and what I'm looking for, and they were all smart enough to execute their own trades based on what I teach them. If you have any questions, please let me know. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and if I see you guys in the next one.